Hello everyone, I am Naren Sirswa along with Udan. Today we are going to discuss some important questions. I think these questions may ask in your exam. So question number first is consider the following statements regarding an AM summit. Statement first is India is a founding member of it. Statement second is it was envisioned as a platform for those who didn't want to be dictated by the then two superpowers, England and USA. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A, one only. Option B, two only. Option C, both one and two. Option D, neither one nor two. And the right answer is option A, one only. Let's explain this. What do you mean by this? NAM Summit. NAM was established in 1961 with 29 members. India is one of the founding members. It has since grown to 120 members to become one of the largest groupings of nation states. It was envisioned as a platform for those who didn't want to dictated by the then superpowers USSR and USA, not England. It held its first ministerial in Belgrade, erstwhile Yugoslavia, in 1961, and complete independence of members in their foreign policy was ingrained. Next is NAM 2.0. There were calls for resigning the non-alignment concept in 2012 to suit the emerging current realities of an emerging and assertive China. Clear? Next is question number 2. Consider the following statements regarding Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Statement first is the organization works to safeguard and protect the interests of the Muslim world in the spirit of promoting international peace and harmony. Statement second is India is now member of this corporation. Statement third is its administrative center in Saudi Arabia. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A, 1 and 2 only. Option B, 2 and 3 only. Option C, 1 and 3 only. Option D, all of the above. And the right answer is option C, 1 and 3 only. Let's explain this. Organization of Islamic Cooperation. It is an international organization founded in 1969 consisting of 57 member states. Its administrative center is located in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Turkey currently holds the chairmanship of the organization. The organization works to safeguard and protect the interests of the Muslim world in the spirit of promoting international peace and harmony. India is not a member to this organization but was invited to the meeting as a guest of honor in 2019. However, Pakistan skipped the meeting citing the Indian minister's presence. Next is question number 3. Consider the following statements regarding Chota Nagpur Plateau. Statement first is it covers Odisha and Chhattisgarh only. Statement second is Sanjay National Park lies in this plateau. Statement third is the plateau is the major storehouse of minerals, bauxite. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A, 1 and 2 only. Option B, 2 and 3 only. Option C, 1 and 3 only. Option D, all of the above. And the right answer is option B, 2 and 3 only. Let's understand this. Chota Nagpur Plateau. It is a plateau in the eastern India. It covers the state of Odisha, Chhattisgarh and West Bengal. The Palam Tiger Reserve and Sanjay National Park lies in the plateau. Around 6% of the plateau lies in the protected area zone. The plateau is the major storehouse of minerals such as limestone, iron ore, copper, bauxite, mica and coal. Next is question number 4. Consider the following statements regarding International Basic Science Program. Statement first is the program was established by International Council for Science. Statement second is it is to reinforce intergovernmental cooperation between partner organizations to strengthen national capacities in basic sciences. Statement third is International Day of Light is celebrated under this program. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 2 and 3 only, option C 3 only, option D 1 and 3 only, and the right answer is 2 and 3 only, option B. Let's understand this International Basic Science Program. The program was established by UNESCO and its member states to reinforce intergovernmental cooperation between partner organizations to strengthen national capacities in basic sciences. What are the goals of this program? The International Day of Light Day aims to improve the public understanding of how light and light-based technology help in development of future society. It also signifies the fact that technology help in playing greater role in saving energy and therefore lighting technologies need to be protected. Next is question number 5. Consider the following statements regarding vocal for local. Statement first is this scheme has been introduced to make states self-sufficient. Statement second is this will boost income of farmers. Statement third is it will make essential good available in affordable price. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A 1 and 2 only, option B 2 and 3 only, option C 1 and 3 only, option D all of the above, and the right answer is option D all of the above. Let's understand this vocal for local. These schemes will make the state self-sufficient and will aid the vocal for local that is to be implemented in the country. The COVID-19 crisis has very well shown the importance of local produce. This boosts the income of the farmers and also makes the essential goods available in affordable prices. Next is question number 6. Consider the following statements regarding a leader of opposition. Statement first is it is a statutory post. Statement second is it is a leader in the house of the party in opposition to the government having the greatest numerical strength only. Statement third is it is recognized by the chairman of Council of States, the speaker of the House of the People only. Statement 4 is LOP enjoys the rank of a minister of a state in a respective state and central government. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A 1 and 2 only, option B 2 and 3 only, option C 1 and 2 and 3, option D all of the above, and the right answer is option C 1, 2 and 3 only. What do you mean by leader of opposition? LOP. LOP is a statutory post drawing its power from salaries and allowances of leaders of opposition in Parliament Act 1977. The act defines LOP as the leader in that house of the party in opposition to the government having the greatest numerical strength and recognized as such by the chairman of the council states or the speaker of the House of the People. Next is, however, while recognized a leader of opposition, the speaker should follow the directions by the Speaker of Lok Sabha issued in 1956. According to the directions, Speaker is not obliged to recognize any member of the largest opposition party in the Lok Sabha as a leader of opposition in case the said party does not have the strength equal to 1/10 of the quorum required for a sitting of the House. LOP enjoys the rank of a cabinet minister and its member of panels that select candidates for key constitutional and statutory posts like CVC, CBI Director, Lokpal, etc. Next is question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding Konark Sun Temple. Statement first is it was built in 9th century. Statement second is it is UNESCO's World Heritage Site. Statement third is it had been designed in the shape chariot and built by King Narasimha Dev first. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A 1 and 2 only, option B 2 and 3 only, option C 1 and 3 only, option D all of the above, and the right answer is option B, 2 and 3 only. Let's understand this Konark Sun Temple. The Konark Sun Temple is a World Heritage Monument. It was built in the 13th century. It was built by King Narasimha Dev first. The temple had been designed in the shape of a chariot. It was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. The temple was once called the Black Pagoda as it was then believed to draw ships and cause shipwrecks. There is also other cultural site in India where the term pagodas has been referred. It is Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu. The site is believed to have had the 7 pagodas of Mahabalipuram. Next is question number 8. Which of the following are likely consequences of privatization of public sector enterprises? PSEs. Option A, decrease in fiscal deficit. Option B is reduce the twin balance sheet problem. Option C, reduce government interference. Option D, all of the above. And the right answer is option D, all of the above. Let's explain this. Sale of PSE or privatization leads to increase in revenue of government. This leads to reduction in fiscal deficit, as fiscal deficit is a difference of expenditure and revenue of government. Next is twin balance sheet problem refers to the ballooning of debt on the books of corporate entities and the stressed assets that have piled up at banks because of the inability of borrowers to repay. With the increase in private investment in PSE, it will help in reducing the bad loan with PSU, and bank will easily avail to recover their debt from the PSE. So it will resolve twin balance sheet problem. Privatization has a profit incentive to cut costs and be more efficient. A private firm is interested in making a profit, and so it is more likely to cut costs and efficient. With increase in shares of private firm in PSE leads to reduction in interference by government in the operation of PSE. Investing firm has higher say in decision making related to working of PSE. Next is question number 9. With reference to trade barriers, what is and what are the differences between tariff and non-tariff measures? Statement first is tariff measures are quota-based barriers, whereas non-tariff measures are monetary barriers due to which prices of imported goods increases. Statement second is countervailing duty is a non-tariff barrier and ad valorem tariff is a tariff barrier. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Option A, 1 only. Option B, 2 only. Option C, both 1 and 2. Option D, neither 1 nor 2. And the right answer is option D, neither 1 nor 2. Let's explain this. Non-tariff barriers do not affect the price of imported goods. It is meant for constructing barriers for free flow of goods. It affects quality and quantity of imported goods. These are used to restrict imports but not usual form of a tariff. Tariff barriers are monetary barriers that lead to rise in price of imported goods. Tariff barrier is a tax imposed upon imports to protect local industries and companies. Next is statement 2. Both countervailing duty and ad valorem tariff are example of tariff measure. Intellectual property laws, domestic subsidies, licensing and quotas are some example of non-tariff measures on trade. Though World Trade Organization opposes any form of trade restriction, but WTO provided following two types of non-tariff barriers or measure for maintaining an international standard. First is sanitary and phytosanitary measures, measures that are applied to protect human or animal life from risk rising from additives, contaminants, toxins, or disease causing organisms in food. For example, geographical restriction on eligibility, like imports of dairy products from countries. Next, second is technical barriers to trade, measures referring to technical regulation and procedures for assessment of conformity with technical regulation and standards. For example, labeling requirements, refrigerators need to carry a label indicating their size, weight, and electricity consumption level. Next is question number 10. Consider the following statements regarding Gini coefficient. Statement first is the Gini coefficient provides an index to measure inequality. Statement second is a country in which every resident has the same income would have an income Gini coefficient of 1. Which of the statements given above is are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D neither 1 nor 2, and the right answer is option A 1 only. Let's understand this. The Gini coefficient provides an index to measure inequality. The coefficient is between 0 where everyone earns the same and 1 where one person earns all the money. Thus, a country in which every resident has the same income would have an income Gini coefficient of 0. A country in which one resident earned all the income while everyone else earned nothing would have an income Gini coefficient of 1. Next is question number 11. Which of the following are the instrument of money market? Option A treasury bill, option B coal money, option C trade bill, option D all of the above, and the right answer is option D all of the above. This is a basic of economics. Next is explanation of this question. Treasury bills, coal money, and trade bill are instrument of money market. Shares are part of capital market. Okay students, all for the day. Hope you like this video and share this video, and don't forget to download our application from Play Store. There you will get further content and many test series there. Thank you so much. Bye bye.